And now we are joined by Maher Zain, who is coming to us from Stockholm, Sweden. So Maher, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being with us. I love this setup that you have going on.
Thank you. This is my, like temporary home studio, basically.
Your temporary home studio. So we have Maher with us, and we're going to be discussing reimagining humanity and the power of words to unite. So Maher, you are a very well-known R&B singer, and I'd love to know, how did you get into singing and writing? And because your lyrics are very deep and rich. So how did you get into thinking about writing?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long story, but to make it short, I started singing, when I was 27, so basically 10 years ago, or like 11 years ago now. And that was along with me coming closer to my faith, and I felt like I wanted to combine the experience that I had as a musician, as a producer, as a songwriter, with spreading the message that I believe in, spreading the, the message of peace, love, hope, and justice, and all these kind of things. So yeah, so that was like just a brief, story of how it started.
And it seems like your stories are quite deep often, and I love how diverse your work is. You're also a high-profile supporter of UNHCR. Tell us a bit about that.
I mean, as a famous personality, I really feel, and I'm aware of the responsibilities that I have. And, I'm very grateful that I've had so many opportunities to work with so many different charity organizations, including UNHCR. And, I went with them to Beirut and went to, to visit a Syrian refugee family there and talk to them, and it was just amazing. And I also even wrote a song called Unheard that I performed at the Nansen Award called One Day, and it's about it's about that hope, never losing hope. Basically, one day I will return to my home, to my family, to my loved ones, etc., etc. So I'm really blessed, that I've had the chance to work with so many different organizations, charity organizations.
I think that's really beautiful, and a lot of the work that you do and a lot of the things that you sing about and you talk about are kind of embedded in that. As someone who comes from a Palestinian refugee family myself and grew up in Syria, I definitely empathize with this need to kind of connect the dots across the board. But I wanted to kind of shift gears a tiny bit and ask you, we're living in a time globally with heightened divisions and heightened phobias of all types, including Islamophobia and nationalism all over the world. Do you believe in the power of music to unite?
Absolutely, absolutely. I really believe so. And, for the past 10 years, I've been in this business, as an artist, as a song. I've seen it also. I've seen the effect. People come and talk to us, and I always say this and emphasize on this, that music is an international language, and you can reach out to people in a very musical and melodical, melodic way, and people, to see that they receive the information in a different way than just speaking and stuff, which is also, of course, everything has its spot. Everything together, makes that great force of inspiration to people. And music is, what I know, and this is how I communicate to people. And I really believe it has a great positive impact. And it can have also a negative impact, of course.
Yeah, and with that, your lyrics are in essence, I think a lot of what you're talking about is embodied in your lyrics. They're full of talks of justice and peace and love. So how does your faith as a Muslim inspire your music?
I mean, that's exactly what it is. I really feel and believe that Islam is all about, justice, peace, love, etc., etc. So it's like, everything that I write, even when I write songs about love, like love for your mother. This is inspired by my faith, Islam. I have a song called One Big Family, and this is about brotherhood and humanity, etc., etc. And I really I find it just, part and parcel, I think you can say, with the message of peace, love, justice, hope, all these kind of positive things.
Yeah, and when we look around the world around us, though, and we talk about peace and love, it's sometimes easy to feel overwhelmed by how we don't see a lot of that in our communities, unfortunately, in our societies.
Yeah.
And at the Global People Summit, we really believe strongly in the power of actually engaging people in becoming partners to this change, where we start to heal our wounds, to start to heal our differences by having conversations. Would love to know, what's your message to people who feel unseen or unheard around the world?
I mean, what you're doing is a great thing, you know, as you mentioned, and I think each person can do, you know, whatever in his or her power, you know, of doing. I do it through my music. I'm trying to be, you know, I've done songs, you know, such as One Day, such as One Big Family, Palestine Will Be Free, etc., etc. So I'm trying to be, you know, whatever small voice I can be for them, you know, and I think all of us together, you know, we are raising awareness. We're speaking about it all the time, and most of all, you know, we're praying for them, and also we're showing them that, you know, we're not basically leaving them behind. We are there for them. Many times it's hard, you know, to know about that, but that's what you're doing now, you know, engaging people. We're talking about these matters, and yeah, just raising awareness, basically.
Well, and Maher, I think we'd love to hear the 2019 Global People Summit theme song performed by yours truly, hopefully. But
Thank you so much.
No, I mean, I think definitely, inshallah. I'd love to kind of wrap by asking you your advice to young people around the world that really want to make change in their community. You invest a lot of your personal time and your professional time in contributing to humanitarian and social justice causes. For young people, we have quite a few people on Twitter and also on our live stream that are asking, how can people learn to be more empathetic, and what are the steps that people can take to start making action in their communities? What would you say are steps for people that may not have the platform you have, but everyone can do something, as you said? So if you can leave us with that little bit of inspiration.
I really believe that every human being has some good in their hearts, you know. We just have to dig deep and get it out and put it into action. And also, you know, we need to question ourselves. Like I grew up in Sweden. I'm actually a refugee myself. You know, I came here when I was quite young to Sweden, so I don't remember so much of that. But I'm sure it's back in my head. You know, it has affected me. So I always ask myself, like, why am I here? You know, and they are there. You know, this is also a very good topic for a song, you know, that I'm writing about. It's like basically why I never chose, you know, to be fortunate this year. You know, and this is a question I think we have to ask ourselves, and that will create this, you know, mindset that it could have been me. You know, that refugee or that person who's suffering over there could have been me. I didn't choose to be here. My parents didn't choose to be here. You know, so I think like every blessing is a gift, and we need to just, you know, I mean, you know, realize that, you know, and put our emotions to action. And just give back, you know. I really believe that. I feel grateful when I look at my kids, when I look at my children, and you know, we have a roof over our heads. They go to school. We have food. We have everything basically we need. So this is not something that I created on my own. This has been a blessing, and I need to just give back. And I think everyone, if we all, every human being on this earth, could think like that on their level, just like even by speaking to someone, even by donating, even by praying, everyone can do something, you know. I really believe that.
I absolutely love that message of taking your emotion and turning it into action. I think I'm going to steal that soundbite. Don't worry, I'll copyright you on that and then sell it back to you one day. So,
very good.
Thank you very much for joining us, and thank you for joining us from Sweden. And I'm not kidding. We're gonna follow up about a theme song to re-inspire humanity 2019. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Take care. Thank you very much, and all the best to you.
Thank you so much.
All the best.
Thank you.